Hello, everybody, and welcome to Racing from Delaware Park. They're right on cue. My name's Rich Glazier. I'm host of the show here that shows the replays of the races that were run at Delaware Park this very day, which, well, I better watch what I say because you could be watching this on YouTube on Friday, or you could be watching this on YouTube 5 months from now. So I'm talking about Thursday, 7/11. That's right, the 7th month, the 11th day. I guess they gave away free Slurpees today at a certain place on 7/11. But anyway, it should be a lucky day for you, 7/11. So we're going to take a look at those races that were run at Delaware Park, which started off be a beautiful day, fast and firm. But in the second race, we got a torrential downpour. And in the space of that quickly, we went from fast and firm to sloppy and off because it really rained hard for about 10 minutes. So the first race will be fast, and then after that, sloppy the rest of the day. And that Bungie's horse had already scratched anyway before we even took him off the turf, so Bungie had no action today. Does he have one for Delaware Handicap Day? He says yes, so let's see. Bungie, do you have a pick for Saturday, our biggest day of the year? What do you want me to do? Lift you up. All right. Nope. I get it. Lift up. All right, Bungie. Yeah, you're pushing it. All right, I'll lift you up again. Lift up. Oh, I lifted him up and he's gone. It's magic. Let's see that again. Come back here, Bungie. Watch this magic trick, ladies and gentlemen. Lift up. He's gone. Ta-da! I should go to Vegas. All right. Enough foolery, tomfoolery. Let's get to the races. Here's the field for the opener. And geez, even before the rain came and the track changed, we got decimated with scratches in this opener, and only 3 of them went to the post. By the way, this was opening day at Saratoga, too. So you know, up at Saratoga, they'll be betting on Delaware. I wish we would give them bigger fields, but in this first race, we certainly did not. 3 of them to go with the 1-2 favorite. Here's a Jetpack, and here's John Kern.
And they're off. Victory Chimes breaks well, goes for that lead, but Private Party on the inside is not going to let him slip away. And Private Party now edging away by a half a length. Victory Chimes back in the second, and your favorite here is a Jetpack, settles in the third as they move down the back stretch. Private Party on the inside, Victory Chimes on the outside. They're just heads apart. Here's a Jetpack still right there in third. The favorite has 2 lengths to make up on the top 2. Opening quarter, 22 seconds flat as they race into the turn. Private Party now by a half. Victory Chimes racing second. Here's a Jetpack underway third. Now we have a trio across the track with 3/8 to go. Private Party with a slight advantage, but here's a Jetpack. Victory Chimes right there in between them. Still 3 across the track as they turn for home. On the far outside, here's a Jetpack. Down on the inside, Private Party. Victory Chimes still right there. Still the 3 inseparable with a furlong to go. Private Party's regained a slight advantage. Here's a Jetpack and Victory Chimes in between them. It's Private Party beginning to edge away. And Private Party will prevail in the opener by a good 2 lengths over Victory Chimes. Here's a Jetpack, faded to third.
And the first horse in the first race strikes again. Private Party. What an angel. Angel Suarez up for Victor Carrasco Jr. GLA Stable LLC. 540, no place, no show. No exacta, no try, no super. So all you had was win wagering there. We also had double and pick 3, but you won't see those results yet. All right, second race is when that downpour came. And we had about a 40-minute delay till it stopped raining and they could get the track Sealed. Scratched to 5. But that was it. That 5 scratched early, main track only. Too bad because it would have run on the main track, but the other ones that were in for the turf stayed in. And the favorite was Shikamo. Here's race 2.
And they're off. Pretty good start on the outside. Sterling Libertad away well, goes right for that lead. The good odds to the inside, and Shikamo quickly rushing up in between horses, and now Shikamo takes over, opens up 2 lengths on the field. Sterling Libertad racing second, the good odds to the inside third. Then comes Sterling India right there. On the outside, Sunny Joe's moving up, driver's license with the rail, followed by Talks in Her Sleep. Pride Leader is at the back. 3/8 to go, and Shikamo showing the way by a good 2 lengths over. The good odds to the inside. Up there 3 wide is Sunny Joe, followed by Sterling Libertad. And a gap of 3.5 lengths further back to Talks in Her Sleep and driver's license as they turn for home. Shikamo shaken free. Opens up by 4. The good odds continues to chase in second, followed by Sunny Joe. With a furlong to go, it's all Shikamo. Shikamo and Angel Suarez in command with the 16th remaining. The good odds trying to hang on to second. Pride Leader, a late rally from the back of the pack, making the bid for that spot. But Shikamo will win it. The good odds hangs on to second, then Pride Leader and Sunny Joe.
And it was the favorite, Shikamo, for Angel Suarez. The Angel takes the double. For John Rigateri and Aaron Yagoda, 360, 240, 210. The good odds with Cedeno, $3, 240. Pride Leader with Rivera, 240. Exacta 1040, the tried 1980. The Angel Suarez double, 1240. The Super with the 637.70. And that was it for the prices. Third race begins the 50-cent pick 5, and this one will be run at 1 mile and 70 yards on the sloppy main track. And odds-on favorite, Wisconsin. Here's John Kern with the call.
And they're off. Prospective Melody breaks well. Up on the outside, Queen Leia, Wisconsin joining that one as they're across the track in the early going. Queen Leia and Wisconsin head-to-head from the outside down toward the inside. Lucky Cuba rushing up with the rail and quickly into contention in third. Followed by Darlin Diva, caught 3 wide around the bend. Then comes Dangerous Town in between horses, and Prospective Melody now has dropped back to last as they make their way around the first turn. Queen Leia showing the way by a neck. Wisconsin, your favorite, right there in second. A length and a half further back to Darlin Diva up on the outside. With the rail, Dangerous Town, then a gap of 2 to Lucky Cuba. 5 more. Your trailer is Prospective Melody. Opening quarter went in 24 flat as they move down the Delaware backstretch on the front end. Wisconsin on the outside, Queen Leia on the inside, now matching strides. It's about 2 lengths further back. Darlin Diva sitting pretty in third, then a gap of 2 more to Dangerous Talent, followed by Lucky Cuba, and far back now to Prospective Melody. They cover the half in 49-1. They've got under a half mile to go. Wisconsin on the outside, Queen Leia on the inside. It's still 2 lengths to Darlin Diva, edging a bit closer. Now it's 5 lengths to Dangerous Talent, Lucky Cuba, and Prospective Melody is way out of it. 3/8 to go, and on the front end, Wisconsin now by length. Darlin Diva taking up the chase as Queen Leia has dropped back in third. It's still about 7 lengths further back to the rest of them. 3 with a shot with a quarter to go. Wisconsin, Darlin Diva on the outside, square off as Queen Leia's dropped back in third as they turn for home. Wisconsin on the inside, Darlin Diva on the outside. They went the 6 furlongs in 16-2. A furlong to go. Wisconsin on the inside, Darlin Diva on the outside trying to go on by. It's Darlin Diva sticking a nostril in front. Wisconsin is game on the inside. Darlin Diva begins to edge away. Darlin Diva will prevail. Wisconsin settles for second. Far back, a late rally on the inside from Dangerous Talent. May have gotten up for third over Queen Leia.
And it was Darlin Diva to beat the favorite there. And you gotta be happy if you bet on Chappie. Ricardo Chappie for Joe Albertanza. Serena's Dream Catcher Farm. 760, 240, 210. Wisconsin with Marin, 210, 210. Dangerous Talent with Betancourt, 280. That exact to pay 1280. The try 3120. The 4-4 double 2120. The pick three now. You got one all four because the second got taken off the turf after the betting opened. One all four 1520. And the super with the 5. $23.70. Fourth race, Fourth race was originally scheduled for the turf, and only 2 of them decided to run on the main track. So we had a match race. No, it's not Seabiscuit War Admiral. It's not Foolish Pleasure Ruffian. It's Boppin' and a Weavin' versus Here's to Mike. And the fans decided the speed is the dangerous thing in a 2-horse race. And that's Boppin' and a Weavin' usually goes to the lead. And they made Boppin' and a Weavin' 1-9. So we'll see what happens here as we watch the match race at Delaware Park.
And they're off. Boppin' and a Weavin' breaks well as usual. Here's to Mike being hustled by Brian Pedroza. Wants to keep pace with that one, but will have to be 2 lengths behind into that first turn. Despite that effort by Pedroza, they race around the bend. Boppin' and a Weavin' on the front end where he likes to be. Here's to Mike is racing second around the turn. And the opening quarter will be posted here shortly for you. Boppin' and a Weavin' cuts the opening quarter in a rather leisurely 25 seconds flat. Boppin' and a Weavin' leads it by 3 parts. Here's to Mike is right there in second, trying to stay with that one as long as he can as they make their way down the backstretch. It's a match you don't see too often, the West Virginia bred versus the Jersey bred. And right now it's Boppin' and a Weavin' showing the way as they race toward the half-mile marker. Here's the Mike is still keeping pace, only a length away. They've got a half-mile to go, and the opening half went in 49 seconds flat. Boppin' and a Weavin' can't shake free from Here's the Mike yet, with just over 3/8 to go. Boppin' and a Weavin' still not really asked for a whole lot right now, it appears. Here's the Mike has been pressured the whole race trying to keep pace there, and with 3/8 to go, Boppin' and a Weavin' opens up 2 lengths on Here's the Mike. Boppin' and a Weavin'. Augusto Marin still looking like he's going easy with that one on the front end there. Here's the Mike, tried his best to stay with him, but now has 3 lengths to make up as they head for home well off the rail. Boppin' and a Weavin'. The West Virginia bred leads the Jersey bred despite drifting way out to the center of the track. Augusto Marin and Boppin' and a Weavin' by 2 lengths. Here's the Mike is trying to come back to make a race of it. It's still Boppin' and a Weavin', though. He has this field measured. The field is Here's the Mike. It's Boppin' and a Weavin' in front by 3 lengths, and Boppin' and a Weavin' will coast home. Here's the Mike, a game second.
Well, historically, front runners in a match race usually have an advantage, and it happened again as Boppin' and a Weavin' got that lead and secured it. Here's to Mike, tried to stay close, but to no avail. Boppin' and a Weavin' with Augusto, had a lot of gusto today. Augusto Marin for Mike Gorham and Old Coach Farm, 220 to win. No exacta, no try. The double, $11. 4-4, fo, pick 3, $12.70. And that, pick 4. Oh, there was also a 1 all, 4 all, pick 4. 1 all, because the 2 races off the turf. 4 all, $17. And no superfecta. 5th race, look at that, 7 entered and no scratches. That was a relief today. We wanted to give our fans here something to sink their teeth in besides 1 or 2 horses. And the people up at Saratoga, we wanted them, and they, I think they answered nicely in the handle. 7 of them to go, 6 furlongs. These are a maiden special weight race for 3-year-old fillies. Let's take a look.
And they're off. Hickory May breaks well on the inside. Right there, up on the outside, able to smile out. Flirtation is also right there as they make their way down the backstretch. We have about 4 of them across the track. It's Hickory Maid with the rail. Up on the outside, it is Fantasia right now doing battle with Able to Smile. Those 3 across the track, then a gap of 3 lengths to Accumulate, followed by Naughty Girl as they race into the turn. Our Flirtation, and at the back of the pack, your trailer is My New Venezuela. Opening quarter went in 22-4. They race into the turn. Fantasia on the outside sticks a neck in front of Hickory Maid. Able to Smile is racing in third, then a gap of about 3 lengths to Accumulate, trying to muster a rally. Right alongside, Naughty Girl begins to kick it in as they head for home. Fantasia on the outside, Hickory Maid on the inside, still head-to-head. Able to Smile is trying to re-rally in third, far outside. It is Naughty Girl kicking in, Accumulate down toward the inside. They've got a furlong to go. Hickory Maid edging away, but Able to Smile is gaining on the outside. These 2 are going to fight it out. Hickory Maid, Able to Smile trying to wear her down. Hickory Maid is digging in. Able to Smile trying to go by. They're head-to-head, nose-to-nose. The bob goes to Able to Smile, it appears. Hickory Maid a tough second, followed by Fantasia.
And it was Able to Smile, and if you're able to smile, good for you. It'll cost you if you don't put it on Acosta. J.D. Acosta for Mike Stidham and Peter Redicott. 420, 380, 220. Fantasia was placed second with Scampton, $12 and $4.80. Accumulate was placed third with Suarez, $3.80. The one, Hickory Maid, had finished second, but was disqualified out of the money. So the exacta here was 6 and 5, 48.20. The try, 268.40. The double, just $4.40. The pick 3, just $13.90. And the super there, that's a good one, $554.20. On to the 6th. We have no field for the 6th, so the computer's being finicky today. So I will tell you who was in the 6th. Uh-oh. Now we see nothing. This is, now we see prices. All right. Scratch the 1, Rock Solid Golfer. Scratch the 2, Brickyard Kitten. That was Bungie's horse, but this is off the turf at 1 mile. The 3 was Perp. Scratch the 4. The 5 was Oxborough. Scratch the 6. The 7 was Final Prospect. And the 8 was Indian Gulch. Let me give you a little bit more. Perp had Ricardo Chappie. Oxborough had Betancourt. Final Prospect had Brian Pedroza. And Indian Gulch had Raul Mania. All right? Now let's watch them go 1 mile on the sloppy track.
And they're off. Oxborough breaks well, goes right for that lead. Up on the outside, Final Prospect down to the inside, Perp, and Indian Gulch trails it a little bit wide into that first turn. Oxborough gets to the rail nicely, leads it by about 2 lengths over Final Prospect. Up on the outside, Indian Gulch toward the inside, Perp. They're heads apart in third and fourth as they make their way around that first turn. Oxborough will try and dictate the tempo. Opening quarter goes in 24-3, leads it by 3 parts. Final Prospect now applying some pressure, then a gap of 2 lengths further back to Indian Gulch, and Perp toward the inside of that one as they move down the backstretch. Oxborough leads it by 3 parts, still over Final Prospect. Indian Gulch, who is the favorite, is racing in third. Then comes toward the inside Perp, and now Perp begins to drop back a bit. They cover the half in, 48-1, half mile to go, and Oxborough on the front end. Final Prospect still right there in second. It's over 2 lengths to Indian Gulch, and Perp now has dropped back. And with 3/8 to go, Final Prospect now trying to get on even terms with Oxborough and does so. Now it's about 4 lengths to Indian Gulch, who's flattened out a bit, and 5 more to Perp. Right now it's a 2-horse affair. Oxborough on the inside, Final Prospect on the outside are head-to-head. They've got 6 lengths on Indian Gulch, followed by Perp as they turn for home. The 6 and 1, 12 and 4. Oxborough Final Prospect on the outside, now trying to put him away. Final Prospect in front by 3 parts. Oxbow's digging in toward the inside. They've got 6 lengths on the Indian Gulch with a 16th to go, and Final Prospect begins to draw clear. Final Prospect and Brian Pedroza wins it by about 2.5 lengths. Oxbow got second, far back to Indian Gulch third, and Perp.
And it was Final Prospect winning it for Tryon Brian. Brian Pedroza for Jamie Ness and owner Joe Bessiker. 660, 340, no show. Oxborough with Betancourt, 320. Exacta 2260, there was no trifecta wagering. The double 1340, the pick 3 1430, and there was no superfecta. And that winner was another Delaware certified winner. First one of the day. All right, well, you Arabian fans, we had a treat for you today. We had not one, but two Arabian races to wrap up the card so you could have the opportunity to bet an Arabian Daily Double. And here's the field for the 7th race. There was one scratch, part of the 1 entry, Hocus Pocus was scratched, but there was a 2 entry. As a matter of fact, not only did the 2 go off 3 to 5, but there was heavy show action on that 2 entry also. So let's see what happens in the lucky 7th.
And they're off to start the Arabian late double. Toward the inside, last call breaks well, goes right for the lead quickly, opens up about 2.5 lengths on the field. Big Shay is there. Kentucky Bourbon toward the inside of that one. Up on the outside, it's RB Kinetic. Lengthening it further back to RB Game Changer. Then comes Laser Hess, and the trailer down the backstretch is High Spirits. Just over a half mile to go. And on the front end, last call by a length and a quarter. Kentucky Bourbon with the rail inching closer. Up on the outside, RB Kinetic, followed by Big Shay right there in 4th as they race into the turn. Then 3 to RB Game Changer, followed by Laser Hess and High Spirits. Into the bend they go with last call. Continuing on the front end, leads it by a clear 2 lengths over Kentucky Bourbon. RB Kinetic up on the outside. Big Shay next in line. RB Game Changer trying to rally. The other 2 are far back. Laser Hess and High Spirits with a quarter to go. Last call trying to take them gate to wire as they turn for home. Last call in front, but there on the inside, Kentucky Bourbon patiently waiting and found the rail opening, and Kentucky Bourbon took advantage, leads it by a half a length. Here comes RB Game Changer, followed by between horses, that is High Spirits on the far outside, Big Shay. RB Game Changer is edging away. That's moving into second, that is High Spirits in that second spot now. Going to be tight for third, but RB Game Changer wins it. High Spirits second. 3-way photo for the show.
And it was the 2B Game Changer. I'm guessing by looking at this, Kinetic was the reason this horse was the big favorite, but Game Changer bailed out the entry and was ridden by Raul Mena for Ernesto Torres and Rosebrook Farm, LLC. That's the Rosebrook. Rosebrook is what the RB stands for there, RB Game Changer. 320, 240, 210. The longest shot on the board. High Spirits gets second with Betancourt, 1440, 1220. And Big Che with Ortega, $5 to show. How about that? With all that show money on the 2, the other 2 horses managed to pay real well to show. Anyway, the exact $50.80 to try 172 even. The double, 1740. And the pick 3, 1790. And the pick 5, 119.90. And the superfecta, 334.60. Brings us now to the 8th and final. And it's another Arabian race, but yet this one there was several scratches. And that left just a field of 4 to go. The big favorite was Tiffany's Dream at 2 to 5. Here's the nightcap.
And they're off. Tiffany's Dream from the outside away well. Uptown Sweet Caroline quickly angled to the outside of that one. Uptown Sweet Caroline to the front by a neck. Tiffany's Dream now toward the inside, racing in second. It's about 3 lengths further back to Ms. Dora, and the trailer down the backstretch, far back there, Royally Bred. Uptown Sweet Caroline on the outside, Tiffany's Dream on the inside, matching strides. They've got 5 on Ms. Dora, another 6 or so back to Royally Bred as they race into the turn. Opening quarter was a good 25-1, and on the front end, it's Tiffany's Dream still battling Uptown Sweet Caroline. Getting the perfect trick behind the top 2 now is Ms. Dora in third, and still 7 to Royally Bred. Tiffany's Dream now edging away from Uptown Sweet Caroline. The only challenge right now coming from Ms. Dora, who rallies on the outside into second. And Royally Bred begins to gain some ground from the back of the pack. It's Tiffany's Dream, though, in front by a commanding 5 lengths as they head for home. Ms. Dora, Royally Bred tries to sneak through on the inside, does so nicely as they turn for home. Tiffany's Dream leads it, but they're closing in. Royally Bred sustaining the run down on the inside, and Ms. Dora on the outside. Royally Bred now angles to the outside. And Tiffany's Dream now has to hold off Royally Bred, who was last down the backstretch, but Royally Bred is going to run her down. Royally Bred on the outside, edging away. Tiffany's Dream had to settle for second, followed by Ms. Dora third, Uptown Sweet Caroline fourth.
And it was the mild upset again. The Royally Bred won. And she is Royally Bred, and she gets, when she's in the mood, she's tough. As graceful as a swan, Kirsten Swan was aboard for Lynn Ashby and Cree Run Enterprises, LLC. $9.20, $3, no show. Tiffany's Dream was Cedeno, $2.10, no show. And Ms. Dora always seems to run third again. The Exacta 2220, no trifecta. The double, 3740. The pick 3, 5160. The pick 4, 124.30, and there was no superfecta. Well, we had a 2-horse field, we had a 3-horse field, we had a 4-horse field, we had 2 Arabian races. We were off the turf. How could we possibly have a good handle? Let's see. Let's see. Or not. I can tell you, it was surprisingly good. 947,000. There it is, 283. How do you like them apples? That's very good, almost $1 million with that accident. When Saratoga is open, they help us when we run with them. Well, not at the same time, but at the same day. Anyway, not a bad way to end the day. Now, of course, Saturday is our next live racing day, and that's our biggest day of the year. It's the Grade 2 $750,000 Delaware Handicap. We hope you come out and support our biggest day of the year. Remember, it's free admission to get in and free general parking, so no excuse not to come and see the big filly and mare race here at Delaware Park. I'll be looking for you. Meanwhile, thanks for watching, everybody, and good night.